What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Ghost of Lord Master Starscream. And today, joining me on this recording is Ruben. How you doing, man?
I'm tired as hell right now, but I'm doing okay for now.
Oh, that's good. And yeah, today I'm gonna rank. I was gonna do this tomorrow, but anyways, today I'm gonna rank some of my. I don't know how many Transformers figures I got, but I'm gonna rank from these Transformers figures, going from 10 to 1, and we'll see what figure ends up being number 1 at the end. So, yeah. And I guess, who's ready?
I'm ready. We're 2021 is about to end, so this is the final run.
Yep, the final run. Yep. So, yeah. And the first figure I have on the list, hang on, let me make sure I count so I know. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Okay, I got 23. Apparently, I had to make sure. But anyways, I guess starting at number 23, I have Transformers Studio Series 86 Voyager class Hot Rod. And the reason why I had to put this one at the very end is because I like this figure, but it ain't without its QC issues, if I'm not mistaken. Namely, the backpack.
Yep, which is the translucent blue piece hinge.
Yeah, and also you guys could see these little pieces right here, those little blue pieces some people, when they got this figure, this immediately when transforming it, this figure literally started to stress mark. So, but yeah, even though I like this figure, this still is my favorite Hot Rod figure. But like I said, it ain't without its QC issues. But I'm gonna real quick. What are your opinions on the Studio Series 86 Hot Rod figure?
It looks great, but the problem is the size. It's the size of a deluxe instead of a Voyager because, William Hasbro, they put a lot of accessories of this character, and they only give us one background drop. Plus, the same deal with the QC issues.
Yeah, and also another thing,
It doesn't compare with a deluxe class and a Voyager.
yeah, I will. Let me do a quick comparison. I don't know which figure this number will be, but here's a deluxe figure. This is a crappy comparison, but this is pretty much the size. We got Kingdom Deluxe tracks, and yeah, this is a deluxe figure being sold as a Voyager, basically. So yeah, let me go and put it on this side so Ruben could see. But yeah, pretty much it is a little ridiculous. But I guess with the added accessories, I guess in the end it could be worth it. But like I said, it's not without its QC issues. So yeah, I guess, is there anything else you'd like to mention? Ruben? Hey, you good, man? Okay, I guess he had to do something real quick. By the way, if you can hear me, I can't hear you. Just letting you know. Anyways, but like I was saying, so yeah, I guess with that, I guess I'll have to rank this figure at, like I said, number 23 on the list. So yeah. But like I said, still a good figure. It ain't without its QC issues. But
I'm back, sorry.
oh, it's all.
Came by from Brisky.
Oh,
Because we're about to eat because of New Year's.
oh yeah. But yeah.
Wait, how many figures do you have for the ranking?
I have 23, so this is number 23. So yeah. I wanted to keep it at 21, but I don't know how I ended up with 23 on the desk. So, I guess we'll see what happens. But yeah. Anything you'd like to mention about Hot Rod before we continue?
I don't know, he comes with the Matrix of Leadership. Does he come with?
Yeah, he comes with the Matrix. I left it in the box.
I was like, does he come with the Matrix?
Yeah.
Pretty much that's it for Hot Rod, just minus the size kind of BS and with the quality control BS. But he does have a cool feature on his head, which is the visor.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he does have the. Let me get kind of come in close on that. Yeah, let me. I'm. Give me a minute. Let me go and flip that down. Yeah, there we go. There's his little his shades. Let me show Ruben. Yeah, there's his little
His
shades.
sunglasses.
Yeah, But yeah, yeah, I actually like that feature. But yeah, there is a Hot Rod at number 23, I guess. So yeah, let's see who's next on the list. Okay, coming at number 22. Yeah, number 22 is Kingdom Tracks. I, I yep. I really did not want to. This one was really tough because I didn't want to put him at number 22, but since people pretty much have they have issues with this figure, but I thought I'd just put this figure on right here anyways. And also it's thanks to Ruben for helping me get this figure. Thank you so much, man.
You're welcome.
No problem. And yeah. But yeah, people have a lot, but my figure, it seems to be he's not that loose, so I guess I kind of got a 50-50 copy of a newer and an older version. But real quick before I give my thoughts, Ruben, would you like to give your thoughts on how you feel about Kingdom Tracks from the reviews you saw, and also what you know about him?
Well, we all know that Trax is a triple changer transformed into a Camaro, to a flying car, and to a robot, of course. The only suckiest part is the legs. We already seen the reviews of QG problem, blame Hasbro.
Yeah.
And the little tattoo on his leg.
Yeah.
I think the leg.
Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, it's kind of...
Hasbro. You just put it somewhere so there.
Yeah, that's true. They totally could have put it somewhere else.
Yeah. Pretty much that's it. Thank God the armor articulation doesn't get in the way for any kibble, minus the wings.
Yeah. Well, I can understand people complaints about this figure, like the looseness, he doesn't hold together well in vehicle mode, and also the way his feet are designed. This is totally how the Masterpiece figure was designed, and also a big translucent blue foggy backpack that people...
and I just realized the vehicle mode is a Corvette, not a Camaro.
Yeah, a Corvette. Yeah, that's alright, man. And also, I just find it weird on how the legs are connected right there under the skirt, as you see, Ruben, with those mushroom pegs. But and I'm sure that was kind of weird, but anyways, I like this figure. It's pretty good. I still recommend it. This figure, if you're not going to transform this figure, still a good figure to have in your collection. But yeah. But yeah, do I recommend getting King? I should have recommended Hot Rod, but I'm going to try this now. But do I recommend getting this figure? Yes and no. And the reason why I say that, yes, if you do want this figure, only get it if you're not going to transform the figure. But don't get it if you're going to be transforming this figure, because you will have a hard time, and I guess you'll end up breaking the figure.
Yep.
Well, yeah, any other thoughts you'd like to give on this figure?
Pretty much that's it. Minus I hate the pack bag made of a translucent blue plastic. And we all know what happened to Jazz.
Yeah. Yeah, poor Studio Series Jazz. Yep. And yeah. And
it's on to 21.
Yep. We'll see you guys at number 21. And coming at number 21 is Waspinator has a headache in his whole body. Why am I at number 21? Oh well. But anyway, so yeah, I didn't want to put Waspinator at number 21. I love this figure. I have no problems with it. And also I'm going off on my ranking on how I like them also. And I'm not giving any of these figures any hate. I just want to point that out. But anyways, so yes, with Waspinator, I'm curious. What do you think about what? What do you think about Waspinator, Ruben, from the reviews and all that?
Alright, I'm glad they brought back Waspinator, but a bunch of insect kibbles on the arms and legs. Well, I guess it doesn't get away from articulation, but mostly because the wings are made of a translucent plastic.
Yeah.
Why? Well, it's not a ball joint, but it does get away from arm articulation. Same thing with the back articulation. Same thing with this giant ass, stripy ass.
Yep.
It does get into the legs articulation.
Yeah.
But we are getting a repaint of, I guess, for the Legacy Generation Select series, or probably for the Kingdom series. We don't know, but we'll see in the future.
Yeah, and this figure will be repainted into a Buzzsaw. Yep. Well, for me, the only complaints that I do have about this figure is pretty much the insect kibble. He does take up a lot of space on the shelf, in my opinion. But still, it's actually a pretty cool figure, and I like that his Predacon logo is tattooed on his little shoulder right there. Same for Scorpionock. But yeah. And any other thoughts on this figure?
No, pretty much that's it. But I wish DNA Design could make some upgrade kits for him.
Yeah, that's true. And do I recommend this figure? Personally, yeah. If you don't have the oh shoot, my backdrop. If you don't have Waspinator in your collection, I highly recommend getting this figure in your collection because, like I said, this is a pretty good Waspinator figure. What about you? And I'm gonna have to start doing this also. But do you recommend Waspinator from what you see, Ruben?
Yes. If you guys are a big fan of Waspinator, or if you want to complete the original Beast Wars characters, this figure is for you. So make sure to find it. My area kind of sucks.
Oh yeah, and pretty much Waspinator and Shadow Panther are being shelf formed. So yeah, and yeah. So for those who are hunting for this figure, I hope you are able to get this figure in your Kingdom collection. So yeah, and I guess now with that out of the way, I guess it's on to number 19. No wait, number 20. My bad. Ugh. Anyways, and now I get it right this time. At number 20 is Shadow Panther. I did have a little incident on this figure a little bit ago, but I shall not get into that. But but that'll be a funny memory. But anyways, what do you think of Shadow Panther, Ruben?
Alright, I know it's just a straight repaint Cheetor, but here's the one thing I love about it. It's the head. Finally, they brought back the mutant head.
Yeah, those good old mutant heads.
Oh my god. Oh man, do you remember the original Waspinator toy?
I'll have to look at that when I get a chance.
Well, the one you already did. Waspinator head is the mutant head instead of the normal humanoid.
Oh yeah.
Here is spooky as hell. The ice.
Oh yeah, and it looks like it has like a tribe mask looking thing. It looks like a weird insect.
That's a scary ass cat right here.
No,
of course, it's just the same repaint of Cheetor. Just the problem is the arms articulation can get in the way because, well, it's a shell former, and he does not come with his gut gun like Cheetor.
Yeah.
We are getting a repaint of Prowler.
Yeah, we're getting a new repaint of Cheetor as Autobot Prowler, which is just a straight up repaint of Cheetor with the same head sculpt, but with a new faction logo, but it's an Autobot. But anyways, go ahead.
No, pretty much that's it. If you guys don't want to complete with the Kingdom series, we both recommend to get Shadow Panther.
Yes. And all.
Please buy this character. There's a lot of it at stores.
Yes, and also I will say this: if you cannot get the Covert Agent Ravage figure, this figure I think would have to serve as a Ravage figure. It's just pretty much, I don't want to be like this, but pop off the head. Kind of look at that. That kind of looks cool without his head. It looks like a big muscular version of.
The yellow shell. So.
Yeah, I know. But I guess custom paint that. But yeah, just basically pop off the head, and you could have the cat head, and he'd be look like a tougher version of a Covert Agent Ravage. But yeah, I definitely recommend this figure. The black, besides the yellow, the black and the shiny silver work perfectly. It's good. I highly recommend this figure. So yeah, I guess that's about it for number 20. So yeah. And I guess with that, we'll go on now to number 19. See you guys in a minute. And now here we go at number 19, which is Transformers Kingdom Deluxe Class. I keep forgetting to say this. Anyways, Deluxe Class Scorpionock. T-Rex Megatron's right hand, or second in command. Yeah, this is his second in command. A tiny midget scorpion. But anyways,
well, we can't say that. The preferred term is little people.
Yeah, little. Oh yeah, I better get it right or else.
He apologized for saying it. So.
Yeah, and also it's thanks to Ruben and also his dad for finding this figure at Target. The box was a little bit bleh, but it's all right. But anyways, what do you think about Scorpionock from Kingdom?
He looks great, but the tail, it's almost like his back habit because of the tail, and plus the scorpion legs.
Yeah.
What the hell, Hasbro? Well, the rest of the figure looks okay, but there is some upgrade kit that they didn't design. It's already working on it, and plus it comes with its own cyber beat, if you guys remember, but not fully painted, unfortunately, which just kind of sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, he comes with a little cyber bee and also his little rockets. Yeah. Anything else you'd like to mention about Kingdom Scorpionock?
No, pretty much that's it. The figure looks okay.
Alright. And I'll say this. Since this is the first time we ever got Scorpionock in years, I highly recommend this figure. Hands down. Like that. This is a perfect Scorpionock figure. Even though we are getting a re-released version of it, or the reissue from the old figure, but still, regardless, this is a good Scorpionock figure. And also, when I mentioned Waspinator has his insignia tattooed on, it's kind of hard to see, but it's right there on his shoulder. But yeah. What about you, Ruben? What do you recommend him?
Yeah, I recommend it. Like I said, if you guys want to collect like the original characters from Beast Wars, this figure's for you.
Yes, totally. And yeah, I guess that's it for number 19. I guess we'll go to number 18. And coming at number 18 is Transformers Studio Series 86 Rhettgar. The one that talks TV. And yeah. But first things first, what do you think about Studio Series 86 Rhettgar? And if there's any issues that need to be mentioned.
Alright. Rhettgar looks pretty amazing. It's been a long time we have a Rhettgar figure since, I think the last one we saw, I think it was during Power of the Prime, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
It's been a long time since we see it. And now Rhettgar is a Voyager class, which is pretty okay. The only major problem is, well, if you have a hard surface, like a wood or glass, you can't roll their wheels because of the spikes.
Yeah, and you could also chip the paint because it's just painted. And also another annoying thing about this figure is that he has a hard time tabbing in because of this.
So it's a tab have a problem with it, right?
Yeah, but it's pretty much as you see right here.
Well, it does. I guess you have like an app crunch, but that didn't do transformation. But there's a way to fix it.
What is the way to fix this?
Let's put a little bit of super glue on the tab. Don't tab it in completely, or well, you screwed it up.
Yeah.
Just put it in, wait it to dry up completely, tapped in, hard as you can, and there you go.
Yep.
And plus, it works with loose ball joints, but don't put the ball joint all the way in.
Yeah.
Until dry out. But Rhettgar looks great, and I love what they give us, like, facial hair.
Okay. And yeah, I love this Rhettgar figure. I have no issues with this figure whatsoever. This literally, I'm glad I got this figure. I just hope I get the sweep that was released alongside this figure. But I'm curious, do you recommend this figure?
Yes, I recommend it. Plus, I hope we could get a repaint of this one.
Oh yeah, and also that's another thing. We are getting some more Junkyards. I think the next one is Junkyard. So yeah, but yeah, I highly recommend this figure. If you do not have this figure in your collection, please get this figure in your collection. I highly recommend it. Plus, you can't go wrong having a motorcycle transformer in your collection. And also another thing, I don't think this character has any faction logos on him. So yeah. Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
But yeah. Okay, he doesn't. All right. But
yeah.
Any other things you want to mention?
But if you guys have like a second copy of it, I guess he's riding on himself. Okay, no, that's
yeah, that's an yeah.
I mean, I'm 18 now.
Yep, 18 years or older. But anyways, yeah, that's another thing. People would buy a second copy of this figure so they could leave one in motorcycle mode, and they could have Rhettgar just ride having the robot version of Rhettgar just riding the motorcycle for him. But yeah. But don't do that, because we are getting some more junky on, so save your money. But yes. And I guess that's it for number 18. Hopefully I got that right. But yeah. And I guess we'll see you on...
19. No, we're 19, I think.
Okay, 19? Okay. I guess we'll see you guys at number 18 then. Okay, after a long while of figuring this one out, now we come to number 17, which is Transformers Studio Series. I forgot what number, unfortunately, but Studio Series Dark of the Moon Dino, or Mirage, but his name is Dino on the box, so we're going to call him Dino. The Italian bot, if I'm not mistaken. I think he speaks in an Italian accent, from what I hear.
Yeah, well, technically his vehicle had to be a Ferrari, but long story short, yeah.
Yeah. And that's a long story short for you there. But anyways, what do you think of the deluxe class Dino figure?
Dino looks great. It's been like 10 years since Dark of the Moon released.
Yes. Pretty much. And the only figures of Dino we actually ever got was a repaint of Sideways from Revenge of the Fallen, and the Legends class repaint of that, and also one of those RPM figures, if I'm not mistaken. And that's it. But now here we go. And also some third party figure, if I'm not mistaken. But I really want to get that figure. But here we are. Like Ruben said, I think 10 years later, we finally got a Dino figure that poses really well. You could even get him into that pose that we see him in whenever he was scaring the soldiers, telling them to stay on the ground and don't move. When you first see Dino. But anyways, anything else you'd like to mention about Dino, Ruben?
I think he's gonna be the most rarest figure in the future.
Oh yeah.
But the question is, can we have Q?
Yes. Can we please get a Wheeljack figure and more Movieverse figures, please?
Yes.
Yes. But yeah, anything else you'd like to mention?
No, pretty much that's it. Well, guess on to number 16.
Yes, and we'll see you guys. Oh, and real quick, do I recommend this figure? Yes, definitely. This is the first Dino figure we actually finally got that's pretty accurate in robot mode. So if if this figure is still out there in stores somehow, please get this figure. You may never get another chance. Please, get him. Now on to number 16 if I'm not mistaken. And at number 16 we got Dinobot. Anyways, what do you think about Kingdom Dinobot, Ruben? The snarling one.
Kingdom Dinobot is great, but there's a problem.
What's that?
Well, the beast mode, because of the chest area right here, like the side of the chest on the ice.
Yeah.
It's the part of the legs of the Raptor mode, and this kind of sucks. But the rest of the figure looks great.
Oh, yes. And also, I know Ruben likes customizing, but yeah, he does lack some paint in the legs, but I get it, it's due to the budget. They did what they had to do. But yeah. Anything else you'd like to mention about Dinobot?
Nah, but can we have like a remote version of that one? Of Dynamist?
Oh, yes, Dynamist. Yes, I agree. And also, we do have a repaint of this figure into Grimlock for the Galactic Odyssey, or Battle Across Time 2-pack.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah. And, well, for me, I actually like this figure. This is my very first Dinobot figure I actually got. And I do hope Ruben is able to find this figure someday, or find him on Amazon at a good low price. Because, hold on a minute. But, yeah, I definitely recommend this figure. There we go. I had to fix the heel. But anyways, this is a really good figure to have in your collection. The paint is really good. Yes, it is missing some paint, but still, that doesn't bother me whatsoever. And plus, I do like you could take the sword and put it into the tail. But that's another thing. When you transform this guy into Raptor mode, the tip of the sword does stick out, so he does have a purple or a purple tip for his tail. So it's kind of weird. But and I'm sure that kind of sound a little wrong, but let's move on from that. But yeah, I definitely recommend this figure. How about you, Ruben?
Oh, I recommend the figure also.
Okay. And yeah, so yeah, this one ends up at number 16 if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. With that out of the way, I guess we'll move on to number 15 on the list. See you guys in a minute. And coming at number 16, I feel bad for this, but Transformers Studio Series Dark of the Moon Jolt has to end up at... Yeah, Revenge of the Fallen, excuse me. Ugh, long day. Sorry, I had a long day at work. I had to walk back. But anyways. So yeah, Revenge of the Fallen Jolt. And I feel bad for putting him this far on the list, but I will get into my reasons in a minute. But first of all, since Ruben actually has this figure, what do you think of Revenge of the Fallen Studio Series Jolt?
Hold on a minute.
Alright. Okay, well.
Alright, sorry about that.
It's all good?
I had some interruption. Jolt. Okay, well, Jolt is okay. Minus the head sculpt is... hold on.
Okay, we'll wait for him. Well, while he's doing that, I'll go and get my thoughts out of the way real quick, because he's a little bit busy. But let me get my thoughts out of the way real quick. But, my thoughts, I hate to say this, the reason why I chose him, I love this figure. It motivated me to get rid of the Dark of the Moon version, or give the Dark of the Moon version to Ruben, because this literally ended up at like my number one favorite Jolt. But the issues I have is he has no ankle tilt. Without the ankle tilt, he's like rocking. Like, see, like, look at this. It's ridiculous. He's on tires that could scrape the nice, beautiful premium paint. He has no... Look at this. Like, literally, he's just... Ankle tilt would work with this figure. I'm sure they could have figured it out. The backpack is a big one for me. I'm sure they could have figured out something else to do with the backpack. I know it's a little bit accurate with these, like these little side pieces right here, or where the windshield is, and also I think these shoulder pieces, and also these little door pieces here, but I don't know for sure. But, and also real quick, when you do get this figure, I don't know where his bumper is, so hold on a minute. Oh, yeah. Alright, I found his bumper, but okay, here it is. Yeah, this side right here, there's a little tab right there. You see that little tab? Be careful with it, because people tend to break that tiny little tab. And also, try not to lose his fingers, because if you do, you're going to have to leave his little electro whips in his fingers, or in one of his fingers. So, yeah. Those are just my complaints about the figure, but still, I highly recommend this figure. It's a cool figure. But, yeah. And, Ruben, go ahead and continue with your thoughts.
I agree with what you said. The kibble is disgusting. No ankle tilt. The head skull it's not my. It leave a bad taste in my mouth. I rather like the original head skull from the Revenge of the Fallen and Dark of the Moon.
Yeah. And let me see if I can zoom in on my phone here on that head sculpt. There it is. But yeah, he prefers the one that was on the Dark of the Moon and the old Revenge of the Fallen deluxe figure. That's the version he prefers instead of this head sculpt. But me, this is his accurate head sculpt. I prefer it, but hey, everyone has a different taste in music and a taste in figures. And I'll say this, even though I'm not talking about the character's vehicle modes, because I'm sorry, I don't transform my figures because of reasons, but still, regardless, this Jolt's vehicle mode is amazing. But yes. And what about, and for my thoughts, do I recommend getting this figure? It's the same thing with pretty much Trax. If you're going to get this figure just to transform it, don't get it, because this figure is literally a pain to deal with. I had to hear Ruben complain about it a couple times. Well, not complain, but he got frustrated on this figure. But yeah, and if you're going to get this figure and not transform it, I highly recommend it then. But just be warned, he does have no ankle tilt, so he's forever doing this, which is ridiculous. See, like, look. He's kind of like doing all this kind of action right here. Yeah, and he just fell over. But yeah, I'm going to just leave him there. And so yeah, that is and that is why Jolt ends up at number 15. Did I get that right? Man, I'm having a long day. But yeah, and I guess we'll see you at, hopefully I'm not missing count.